Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a deep breath and really feel the air fill your lungs. Just notice what that feels like. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine that every single thought you have is creating the world you experience. Every choice, every habit, every action, and every moment is a reflection of what's happening inside you. You see, most of us move through life on autopilot. Our thoughts are dominated by patterns, by memories, by the old versions of ourselves, and we don't even realize that we're repeating the same cycle over and over again. But what if I told you that in just 3 days you could start to shift everything? Yes, you can change your life in just 3 days. I'm not talking about some magical shortcut, but about something much more profound: the power of your mind, your energy, and your ability to consciously break free from old habits and patterns that no longer serve you. Let me explain. Day 1 awareness, the power of present moment. The first step is awareness. You need to wake up to the reality of who you are right now and where you are right now. Look at your thoughts. Examine them without judgment. For many of us, the mind is like a wild horse that we can't control, but in reality, we can choose what we think. Most people don't realize how much their thoughts dictate their reality. The moment you become aware of the stories you've been telling yourself, those limiting beliefs, those fears and doubts you've already begun to change. Awareness is the gateway to transformation. It's the first key. You can't change anything if you're not aware of it. So take one day and just observe your thoughts. Don't try to change them just yet, just notice them. When you realize that your thoughts have been creating your feelings and your feelings have been driving your actions, you will begin to understand the pattern. Awareness doesn't happen just on a mental level. It's a shift in your energy, in your emotions, and in your physiology. When you are aware of your thoughts, you can start to become aware of how they make you feel. And when you feel something, your body begins to respond. That's when the magic happens. Day 2, the choice breaking the habit of being yourself. Now that you're aware of your thoughts and the patterns you've been living by, it's time to choose. Most people believe that they are stuck in their habits, that who they are today is just who they've always been. But this is a lie. You are not your past. You are not your old stories. You are not your old emotions. You are not your history. You are the sum of your choices. On day 2, the goal is to interrupt those old patterns. This requires you to make a conscious choice to think differently. When you change the way you think, you change the way you feel. And when you change the way you feel, your energy starts to shift. And when your energy shifts, the external world begins to reflect that change. How does that look in practical terms? It's about consciously choosing different thoughts, different behaviors, different feelings. If you've been used to feeling anxious every morning, choose gratitude. If you've been used to feeling overwhelmed, choose peace. If you've been stuck in the story of "I'm not good enough," choose to see yourself as whole and capable. This is how you break the habit of being the old you. And when you do this with consistency, it begins to unlock something deep within you. You activate a new neurological pathway in your brain that starts to rewire your entire system. Day 3, reconditioning the body, the power of emotion. The third day is about reconditioning your body. Our bodies are like magnets. They've been programmed to respond to certain emotions: stress, fear, anxiety, joy, peace, and we become conditioned to those responses. Our bodies literally expect certain emotions, and it's on a physiological level. Your cells remember those emotions. But what if you could change how your body responds? What if you could recondition your body to feel empowered, peaceful, joyful, or confident? That's the power of day 3. To do this, you need to practice experiencing the emotions of your future before they happen. Feel the gratitude, feel the love, feel the peace, feel the excitement of the life you want to create. When you begin to embody those emotions, your body starts to synchronize with the energy of the future, not the past. You no longer carry the baggage of yesterday's emotions. It's important to understand that transformation doesn't happen in the mind alone. It happens when your heart and your body are in alignment with the new energy you're choosing to embody. When you feel the emotion as if it's already happening, your body no longer holds onto the old patterns. You are literally training your body to live in the future, not the past. Conclusion: the 3-day shift. In just 3 days, you can start a profound transformation. It's not about waiting for a miracle to happen, but rather realizing that the miracle is already inside you. Day 1 is about awareness. Seeing the patterns, the beliefs, the habits that have kept you stuck. Day 2 is about choice, choosing to interrupt the old cycle, choosing to think, feel, and behave differently. Day 3 is about reconditioning your body, emotional mastery, in alignment with the energy of your desired future. In those 3 days, you're not just changing your mind, you're rewiring your entire system, your thoughts, your feelings, your body. And the beauty is that this process doesn't stop after 3 days. Once you've begun, you're on your way to a new you. You will begin to notice how your world shifts in response to your inner transformation. You don't need years of therapy or decades of work to make lasting change. You just need the willingness to step into the unknown, the courage to face your patterns and the commitment to embody a new energy. So I ask you, what would your life look like if you allowed yourself to change today? What could happen if, in just 3 days, you chose to step into a new version of yourself? The power is already within you. All you need to do is claim it. Awareness is the first and most crucial step in any transformation. It's the moment you wake up to the reality of your current state, the moment you begin to see the patterns in your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that have shaped your life up until now. Most of us go through life on autopilot, unaware of the repetitive cycles we're trapped in. We live based on automatic responses to situations and experiences, driven by the same beliefs, fears, and habits that we've carried for years. But change is impossible without awareness. You can't fix what you don't see. When you become aware, you break the spell of unconscious living. Suddenly, you start to recognize how your mind operates, how your thoughts about yourself, about others, and about the world influence your emotions and drive your actions. It's as though a veil lifts and you see the mechanics of your inner world. You notice the stories you tell yourself about who you are, the judgments you make, the limiting beliefs that hold you back, and the habitual emotional states that guide your reactions. This realization alone can be powerful because it shows you that the life you've been living is a result of the unconscious mind's programming. Awareness also involves tuning into the present moment, where your power lies. Instead of getting lost in past regrets or future anxieties, you begin to feel what's happening now. You begin to notice your body's sensations, your breath, the way your mind is engaging with the world around you. The more present you become, the more you realize how much of your life has been dictated by unconscious patterns. This recognition opens the door for change because you can only change what you're aware of. With awareness, you start to see the possibility of creating a new way of being, one that is more intentional, conscious, and aligned with your true potential. The second step is choice, actively deciding to break free from the old patterns that have governed your life. Awareness gives you the key to understanding how your thoughts and behaviors have been shaped by your past, but choice is what allows you to step into a new reality. Most people live with the illusion that their circumstances or emotions control them, but in truth, you have the power to choose differently. Every moment presents an opportunity to make a conscious decision that can reshape your future. Choosing differently doesn't just mean thinking different thoughts, it means stepping out of your comfort zone and acting in a way that contradicts your previous behaviors. If you've always reacted with fear in certain situations, you now have the choice to respond with calm and confidence. If you've been conditioned to feel anxious or overwhelmed, you can choose to feel grounded and at peace. The power of choice lies in your ability to override your automatic responses and consciously choose a new way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. In the process of choice, you confront the deep programming of your subconscious mind. This is where the real challenge lies. Your brain, wired by years of habit and experience, will attempt to pull you back into the familiar. But the power to choose lies in your ability to go beyond the familiar, beyond the conditioned responses, and choose from a higher level of awareness. By consciously selecting new thoughts, new emotions, and new behaviors, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain. Over time, these new pathways become stronger, while the old automatic pathways begin to weaken. Through consistent choice, you rewire your mind and body to reflect a new version of yourself, one that is aligned with the life you truly desire to create. The third step is reconditioning your body to align with the new choices you've made. The body is not just a physical vessel, it's an emotional record of your past experiences, your thoughts, and your feelings. Over time, your body becomes conditioned to a specific emotional state, often without your conscious awareness. For example, if you've spent years feeling stressed, anxious, or fearful, your body starts to expect those emotions. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tighten, and your body literally becomes addicted to the chemical cocktail of stress hormones. This emotional conditioning becomes so ingrained that it can feel almost impossible to break free from. Reconditioning your body means training it to respond differently. It's about teaching your body to feel the emotions of the future, not the past. If you've spent years feeling fear, you can start to condition your body to feel calm and grounded instead. If your body has become addicted to stress, you can reprogram it to experience peace and relaxation. The key to reconditioning the body is emotional mastery, learning to experience the emotions that align with the life you want to create before they happen in your external reality. This process involves consciously practicing these new emotional states. It's not enough to simply think differently, you must embody these feelings. If you want to feel confident, begin to feel it in your body. If you want to feel love and gratitude, begin to generate those emotions in the present moment. As you practice feeling these elevated emotions, your body starts to change its physiological response. Your heart rate slows, your muscles relax, and you begin to release the chemicals associated with stress. With time, these new emotional patterns will become your body's new default state. Your body will no longer be stuck in the past, it will begin to reflect the new energy of your future. The fourth step is the integration of mind, body, and energy to create lasting transformation. Once you've become aware of the patterns that have been controlling you, made the conscious choice to change them, and begun reconditioning your body, the next level of growth involves aligning all aspects of your being, your thoughts, emotions, and energy towards the new reality you want to create. This process is about moving beyond intellectual understanding and into the realm of total embodiment. Your mind, body, and energy must operate in harmony for true transformation to take place. Thoughts. Without emotions are often just fleeting ideas, and emotions without thoughts can lead to confusion or misalignment. When you connect these two and add the energy of your consciousness, you begin to resonate at a new frequency. This energy is what shapes your reality. To integrate this energy, you must begin to intentionally generate elevated emotions such as gratitude, joy, love, and enthusiasm, and pair them with the clear intention of the person you are becoming. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts, it's about embodying those elevated emotions so deeply that they become your new energetic signature. The power of emotion is so potent that it has the ability to attract corresponding experiences into your life. When your thoughts, emotions, and energy are aligned, you're sending out a coherent signal to the universe, one that matches the vision of your ideal self. This is not something that happens overnight. It requires consistency and practice. As you continue to condition your mind and body, you create a new internal environment. The more you repeat this process, the stronger your new energetic state becomes, and eventually the external world will start to mirror your internal transformation. It's a shift that happens not only in your mind and body, but in the very energy you radiate into the world. Without emotions are often just fleeting ideas, and emotions without thoughts can lead to confusion or misalignment. When you connect these two and add the energy of your consciousness, you begin to resonate at a new frequency. This energy is what shapes your reality. To integrate this energy, you must begin to intentionally generate elevated emotions such as gratitude, joy, love, and enthusiasm, and pair them with the clear intention of the person you are becoming. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts, it's about embodying those elevated emotions so deeply that they become your new energetic signature. The power of emotion is so potent that it has the ability to attract corresponding experiences into your life. When your thoughts, emotions, and energy are aligned, you're sending out a coherent signal to the universe, one that matches the vision of your ideal self. This is not something that happens overnight. It requires consistency and practice. As you continue to condition your mind and body, you create a new internal environment. The more you repeat this process, the stronger your new energetic state becomes, and eventually the external world will start to mirror your internal transformation. It's a shift that happens not only in your mind and body, but in the very energy you radiate into the world. The sixth step is about cultivating patience and persistence throughout your transformation process. It's easy to get caught up in the desire for quick results, but real, lasting change doesn't happen overnight. Often, when we embark on a journey of personal growth, we expect immediate shifts. Our minds want to see tangible evidence that we are making progress. But transformation is subtle. It often occurs incrementally and behind the scenes. If you are truly committed to change, you must learn to trust the process and understand that the results will manifest in their own time. Patience is essential because it allows you to stay grounded even when things don't look as you expected. The process of rewiring your mind and reconditioning your body takes time. Your brain needs to create new neural pathways, and your body must adjust to the new emotional states you're embodying. This doesn't happen in a few days or even a few weeks. It's a gradual process. When you cultivate patience, you stop measuring your success by external markers or by how quickly things are changing. Instead, you learn to measure your success by your internal shift, your growing sense of inner peace, your increasing ability to stay calm in the face of challenges, and your newfound ability to choose different thoughts and emotions. Persistence, on the other hand, is about showing up for yourself every day, even when it feels difficult or when progress seems slow. It's about continuing to practice the new behaviors, thoughts, and emotions, even if they don't immediately yield the results you expect. The key is to stay consistent, trusting that the small, repeated actions will compound over time. Persistence is about commitment to your vision, even when the results aren't visible right away. The journey will have its ups and downs, but it's in these moments of persistence that your growth truly takes root. The seventh step is learning to embrace discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Transformation often requires you to step into areas of your life where you feel uncertain, uneasy, or even afraid. These feelings of discomfort are signals that you are moving beyond the limits of your old identity and into new territory. In the past, you may have avoided discomfort because it felt like a sign of failure or struggle. But in reality, discomfort is one of the most powerful teachers on the path to change. It's in these moments of discomfort that you have the opportunity to break free from old patterns and expand your capacity for growth. When you push beyond your comfort zone, your mind and body are forced to adapt. This is where growth happens not in the familiar, predictable spaces, but in the unknown, where the old you begins to dissolve and the new version of yourself emerges. The initial discomfort is simply a sign that your brain is rewiring itself, that your body is learning to respond in new ways. It's important to recognize that discomfort is temporary, and that what you are truly afraid of is not the experience itself, but the change it represents. When you embrace discomfort, you create the space for resilience, strength, and expansion. You teach yourself that you are capable of handling challenges, and that you can thrive even in situations that once felt overwhelming. Instead of avoiding discomfort, you learn to approach it with curiosity and a willingness to see what you can learn from the experience. The more you allow yourself to sit with discomfort without reacting to it, the more you expand your ability to navigate the challenges of life with grace and composure. Discomfort then becomes not something to fear, but a sign that you are on the right path toward transformation. The eighth step is the practice of self-compassion during your journey of change. Transformation, especially when it involves breaking long-standing habits and reconditioning your mind and body, can be a challenging process. It's easy to become frustrated or discouraged when things don't change as quickly as you'd like, or when old patterns seem to resurface despite your best efforts. In these moments, it's crucial to practice kindness toward yourself. Self-compassion allows you to be gentle with your progress, recognizing that growth is not linear and that setbacks are a natural part of the process. When you practice self-compassion, you release the pressure to be perfect or to achieve immediate results. Instead of criticizing yourself when you stumble or fall back into old behaviors, you treat yourself with the same understanding and care that you would offer a close friend. You acknowledge that change is hard, and that it's okay to struggle. This mindset shifts the focus from judgment to encouragement, fostering an environment where you feel empowered to keep going, no matter the challenges. Self-compassion also helps you to reconnect with your innate worth, independent of your external progress. Too often, we tie our sense of self-worth to what we achieve or how quickly we change, but this is a trap. True self-compassion comes from recognizing that you are worthy of love and kindness simply for being who you are, without needing to prove anything. This foundation of self-love allows you to continue your journey from a place of inner peace rather than from a sense of deficiency or inadequacy. When you practice self-compassion, you create a supportive internal dialogue that nurtures growth rather than stifles it. You begin to see setbacks as opportunities to learn, and you grow more resilient in the face of difficulty. This loving approach becomes the bedrock on which your lasting transformation is built. The ninth step is the importance of consistency in your daily practices. Transformation doesn't occur through isolated moments of inspiration or bursts of effort. It is sustained by the small, consistent actions you take each day. Our habits are the foundation of our lives, and real change happens when we commit to consistent behaviors that align with the new version of ourselves we wish to create. This consistency doesn't mean perfection, it means showing up day after day, even when it feels challenging or when the results aren't immediately visible. Consistency is powerful because it reinforces the new neural pathways you are creating in your brain. When you repeat a thought, a behavior, or an emotional state over time, you're essentially training your mind and body to operate in this new way. This repetition creates momentum. In the beginning, the change may feel slow or incremental, but over time, these small efforts compound. As you consistently practice new behaviors, thoughts, and emotional responses, you begin to rewire your brain and establish new habits that are in alignment with your desired future. Daily consistency also helps you stay connected to your vision and to the person you are becoming. Life has a way of distracting us with its ups and downs, but maintaining consistent practices ensures that you stay grounded in your intention, regardless of external circumstances. These daily habits, whether they're mindfulness practices, journaling, exercising, or simply taking a few moments to feel gratitude, serve as a constant reminder of your commitment to transformation. Furthermore, consistency cultivates discipline. It's about building a relationship with yourself where you honor your intentions every day. Through consistency, you build trust in your ability to follow through and create the life you truly desire. It's this steady commitment that ultimately leads to the profound changes you're seeking. The 10th step is understanding the power of belief and how it shapes your reality. Our beliefs are like the lens through which we view the world. They influence what we see, how we interpret events, and how we respond to challenges. Beliefs are not just abstract thoughts, they are deeply embedded in our subconscious, forming the core of who we think we are and what we think is possible. These beliefs, often formed early in life, can either propel us forward or keep us stuck in old patterns. To transform your life, you must begin to examine and, when necessary, challenge these beliefs. The first step in shifting your beliefs is becoming aware of them. Ask yourself, what do I truly believe about myself? What do I believe is possible for my life? Often, the beliefs that limit us are hidden beneath layers of unexamined assumptions. You might believe that success is only for certain types of people or that happiness depends on external circumstances. But these are not universal truths. They are simply the stories you've been telling yourself. By becoming aware of these limiting beliefs, you create the space to choose new, empowering ones. Once you identify your beliefs, the next step is to challenge them. Ask yourself whether they are truly serving you or if they are holding you back. Are they based on facts, or are they merely old narratives that you've accepted as truth? This process of questioning allows you to reframe your beliefs in a way that supports your growth. You can begin to replace limiting beliefs with beliefs that empower you, such as I am worthy of success, I am capable of change, or I have the power to create the life I desire. Belief is not just a mental exercise, it's an emotional, energetic shift. When you start to truly believe that change is possible for you, your actions, emotions, and energy begin to align with that new belief. Your belief becomes the driving force that propels you toward your goals, helping you break through obstacles and create the reality you envision.